Ya soy alguien, batallé bastante.
You know, it's one of those days where you're so excited to be going out to an event and you just feel kind of blah. Like it's really windy outside and it's cold, but the sun's out and the rain's going out everywhere and the wind's blowing out the rain, and it's just like you want to be really enthusiastic. You want to really feel like, oh, it's a great time to go out to a wedding. And you just couldn't be stuffed when it's so cold and miserable. But I am here to do a makeup look. I will wing it and let's just see how it ends up turning out, shall we? Like I said, I'm feeling a little bit blah, so I did go out and get my hair sort of done, and I will sort of brush it all out. But yeah, just a little bit of loose waves and stuff like that. So lucky I got my hair out of the way. I'm just going to tie it, well, I'm just going to pull it back with a clip, just like so. Like that. And I know that I would normally do eyeshadow first because I don't want it to sort of go everywhere, but stuff it. I'm doing the base today and I'm doing it first. So I am shaking up some MCO Beauty. This is the Flawless Glow. Well, it's the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. And I'm actually going to be using an old foundation that I've had for a while by Dior. It's the Air Flash foundation, which, you know, is a beautiful foundation. Not sure if it's been discontinued or not, but it gets very messy. So when I spray it, I will be spraying it on a damp beauty blender so that it doesn't go everywhere. Just giving that a bit of a shake and putting that on the high points of the face. Last time I used this, I did look like the Tin Man. You don't have to go too crazy with it. And I'm actually just going to be patting that in with my fingers. Look, to be honest, when you're using a foundation, it is going to cover it up most of the time. It's okay just to go a little bit heavy with these kind of illuminating primers, if you will. Giving this a really good shake. And what I'm going to be doing is spraying it directly on the beauty blender on the back, like that, pouncing it in. Normally I'm very kind of happy to be doing my makeup, and I don't know what it is. I think wind makes me get a bit depressed. Who else feels that wind is depressing? I do. I might get a bit more. This is what I do. Just goes everywhere. Putting it under the eyes. If I feel like I need to go in with concealer, I will. For concealer, I'm using the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. What is this one called? I always forget. It's in Apricot, the shade. Hourglass Vanish Concealer. And this is in the shade Apricot. And why not prime the eyelids with the concealer as well. Pointy end of the beauty blender. Just going to blend that out. And now my complexion looks as flat as a mask. But we're going to fix that all up. So I do have contour, bronzer, everything that I need to bring life back into the skin. What I'm going to be doing is powdering the eyes with a bit of powder. I'm just using the Kind and Free powder. It's just a white powder. And powdering that over the eyes. I'm going to be using my Blend Bunny Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is such a beautiful palette. I love it. So pretty. The dress that I'm wearing is blue and silver, so I'm not sure what kind of shadow I'm going to wear in my lids today, but I don't really mind if it clashes. But I'm thinking something like putting grungy all over the lid and then blending it out with a, I don't know, one of these two shades here perhaps. So I'm going with a flat shader brush, grungy, which is this beautiful shade right there. Just over the lid like this. Even though we've just powdered, these eyeshadows go on just so beautiful. Just so that it looks like that. I'll zoom you guys in a bit closer. With the other side of the brush, I'm picking up GarageBand, which is this shade here. Just doing the outer edge of the eye and blending it in with grungy. Really pretty, just like that. Very graphic. I like my looks to be graphic. Because you can also go ahead and soften it out later, which I will soften it out a bit. And I'll also clean up the fallout, which is on the edges of the eyes there, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. So I'm going in with a fluffy brush. Just going to blend out this shadow on the edge there, bringing all the blending from the tail end of the brow all the way into the inner corner, and then softening out the edges. These eyeshadows are just a dream to blend, honestly. I've just realised now I know I need to get a mirror that's this high looking down. Okay, time to clean up that fallout. Just getting a little bit more of the foundation. God, I hope that's not going on my camera lens. Oh dear. If you feel that this is not as sharp as you want, you can also use the edge of the Beauty Blender to sharpen it, but I'm leaving mine diffused on the edges. A nicer, softer look. I'm going to go in now with black liquid eyeliner. This is the Better Than Sex by Too Faced liquid eyeliner pen. And I'm just lining underneath the eye. And then I'm using the Beauty Blender fine eyeliner brush, and I'm dipping in with grungy, that shade that we just used on the whole upper lid, going right over that black eyeliner. Just so it looks like that. Again, fallout can be easily cleaned up. So I'm really kind of happy with the way the eyes are turning out at the moment, and I want to put some inner corner highlight. So I'm just bringing in a different brush. For highlighter, I'm going to be using this shade here called Prom Queen for the inner corner highlight. Okay guys, I'm just going to pause the camera right there, and I'm just going to do my lashes and come back. Okay, Eyebrows and lashes are done. I'm going to be using the Chantecaille eyeliner pencil in Slate to line the inner rim of the eyes, because I feel like Slate will really complement that tealy green shade on the lids and really will make green eyes pop as well. So as you can see, the difference with the liner and without. Your eye actually does look bigger without the eyeliner, but if you want a more dramatic look, I do recommend lining the inner rim of the eyes. Okay, now let's put some life back into the skin. I'm going to be doing some bronzer, and the bronzer I'm going to be using today is, where are you, bronzer? I had you here on the table, but you're not here at the moment, are you? It's hiding. Bronzer is hiding. Fenty bronzer in Private Party. Right on the high parts of the cheekbone. Bit on the top of the nose, which also can kind of contour at the same time. Bit on the top of the forehead and the chin. Can't wait to do the lips because I look like a corpse. I'm using the blush by Chanel in Peche Rosé, which is this gorgeous, beautiful corally shade. And I'm using the same Mr. Right bronzing brush, picking up that beautiful Chanel shade, putting that right on the apples of the cheek. And finally, it's time for lips. One of my all-time favorite pinky red lipsticks by Colourpop in the shade Super Bloom.
Mi Dios siempre ha estado de mi lado, por donde sea que ando, siempre me encomendaré. Antros y doradas destapando moes y unos buenos tragos, siempre la pasamos bien. Recuerdo antes no traía ni un 5, siempre andaba pensativo para lograr lo que logré.
So this is the completed look. So guys, that is the completed look when you just couldn't be stuffed doing makeup as a wedding guest and then you end up going all out. Yeah, so I think I might name this video when you can't be bothered doing a makeup look for a wedding and you end up going full on overboard. Well, you know how it is. I do actually feel a little bit better now. To be honest, I've gotten it out of the way, and all I need to do now is just put on my dress, my shoes, and my coat, and then we're out of the door. So kind of feel good now that I've filmed this. So guys, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It would really help me out, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.